The impact of the Boko Haram insurgency has gradually led to a large-scale humanitarian crisis. According to a food security assessment, about 65,000 people are at risk of starvation. The current situation is classified as a Phase 5, where even with humanitarian assistance, starvation, death and destitution are evident. One aid agency reports that its staff had counted the graves of about 430 children who had died of hunger in the past few weeks in the Nigerian town of Bama. With millions more short of food in northeastern Nigeria and regions of the adjoining countries, the situation could get much worse and could potentially turn into the biggest crisis yet if specialized humanitarian aid cannot reach areas of the Lake Chad Basin.
568,000 children across the Lake Chad Basin who are severely malnourished. 400,000 of them are in the northeast of Nigeria. And here's something we know. We know that in the next 12 months, 75, maybe as many as 80,000 children will die in the northeast of Nigeria unless we can reach them with very specialized therapeutic food.
Let's get you more on that story now from CCTV's Deji Badmas, who joins me on the line from Lagos. Deji, some worrying statistics from there. What's the Nigerian government doing to alleviate hunger in the northeastern parts of the country?
Well, Karina, let me just say, let me break it down this way. Let's look at the domestic intervention in the country. I mean, we're not looking at the international assistance now. The domestic intervention in the country, it's threefold. You have what the federal government is doing, you have the state governments working as well, and then you have individuals, for instance, like Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, also intervening. Now, the federal government has been sending in supplies to those areas for quite some time now. I'm talking about food supplies especially. And on the part of the state government, I'm talking about, for instance, Borno state government, Yobe state government, and of course, Adamawa state government. Borno state government, for instance, has been rebuilding schools, been rebuilding homes, and rebuilding infrastructure in those areas. And then you have individuals, of course, like Aliko Dangote, also sending in cash and food supplies. But the problem is that it appears, the scale, the magnitude of those displaced is really huge, and that is the problem we're having now. And then also important is the fact that now that these IDPs are being relocated to their homes, it's becoming difficult to reach them. For instance, you know what happened in Bama some time ago when some international agencies went there to distribute humanitarian supplies. On their way back, they were attacked. So the region itself is not safe. So access is a big problem. Reaching these people now in their remote villages and locations, it's a problem. And then this is the peak of the rainy season. It's also a big problem because some of these people are returning to their homes. They are not able to farm, for instance, and access, especially to essential medical supplies, is also a very big problem, and that is the challenge I would say the IDPs are facing, the people now are facing, and it's also a challenge for the government, especially at this time that resources are scarce, the country is in a recession. And that's the reason why when the president spoke the other day at Onga, he actually asked for international assistance. But most importantly, as even the UN agency, UNICEF, has been saying, reaching out to these people is the biggest problem. Providing security so that they are not attacked when they try to reach out to these people in their remote locations. That is the biggest problem now. If that access is available and security is provided, then we would see the situation improve. But for now, it's a very difficult situation.
All right, Deji Badmas on the line there for us in Lagos. Many thanks, Deji.